Hello everyone, back with another great technique. Today we're talking about one of the most basic self-defense techniques. A lot of people think that you should start with a punch. That's like the most basic hand technique to learn. But actually a punch is pretty dangerous because of the small bones of the hand, easy to break. But there are a couple of great techniques that we can employ that are just as effective as a punch, albeit maybe used in a little bit different way, that can generate a ton of power and also be very safe for your hand. One of those is our palm strike, right? We've already discussed the palm strike. Today we want to talk about the hammer fist. Starts out looking very much like a punch, the same fist is made, except we're going to be using that bottom part of our fist to strike down on our opponent. Now when we use our hammer fist, a lot of times we're actually using it from the ground. Sir, can you go down on the ground? Just on your back. Usually, somehow, maybe through strikes or sweeps, we've downed our opponent. And from here, we're going to come around, maybe get knee on belly, and we're coming down with those hammer fists. Okay? And for this reason, sir, if I can anything back up, yes, sir. The power generation with our hammer fist is very different from other strikes. So with a strike like a punch, it's more of a concussive blow where we're trying to penetrate our target so fast that the body doesn't move. And for that reason, we have to use a lot of snapping motion. But with a hammer fist, the person's trapped between a hard place and your hand, nowhere to really go. And so the power is generated in a bit of a different way. A lot of people, when they start doing their hammer fist, they'll look like this. Okay, make a fist. It's actually a pretty simple motion. Make a fist to your hand, drop your hand down, right? When people first start, they tend to keep their body upright, and they try to snap with their arm, and they go like this. And then they try to get more power, and they go like this. And lean forward. But the key to a really good hammer fist is actually dropping your hips, and you don't want to snap. Not snapping like this. You're loose and relaxed, and you drop down into your target. It's a much more loose and supple feel than a lot of the other strikes you're going to be employing. And that's because the person has nowhere to go. So you can just drop your weight completely into the target and not really worry so much about it moving. Now there are a couple other ways that we can do our hammer fist. If we're here fighting, for example, a great hammer fist choice is just a hammer fist with your lead hand to the side of the temple, okay? And there's going to be a little bit more snapping with that, obviously, but we're also going to be drawing through with our whole core and our whole torso to drive through his head to generate a lot of power. And then another one that could be useful is the hammer fist to the collarbone, either with the lead hand, okay, or the reverse hand, okay, especially if he had his feet switched, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, maybe there's a jab over here, cover, and then a hammer fist, boom, right to the collarbone, to the neck, the trachea, okay. This can also be an effective hammer fist. Basically, anytime you want to protect your knuckles, but still hit with a lot of force and are willing to sacrifice some reach, hammer fist is going to be a good choice, especially in a downward motion. Anyway, those are some ideas for how to use your hammer fist. Remember, it's very simple. Make a fist, tuck your thumb on the outside. You're doing this part. Guys, when you're doing your board breaking, be careful right here, okay? You're gonna feel a little sting there. I've never broken anything though. Right there, I have broken a lot of things breaking boards. So even though it's a little sting, it's going to be fine. Try to hit with this part of your hand as much as you can. Sometimes it's a little unavoidable. Hammer fist is a great technique for breaking bricks. So definitely give it a try. Anyway, thank you for joining us today. Jesse, as always, thank you.
Yes, sir.